news! YouTube reveals the top 10 K-pop MVs most beloved by Koreans in 2016.
There's absolutely no way I cannot show this painting that was just purchased and paid for a few hours ago that is, oh man, it is so gorgeous. And if you follow her on Instagram, you see all the paintings posted there. The nicest ones anyways, because they're not all amazing, but they're getting better. Link in the description to see all her paintings. The following list of the very, very best K-pop music videos of 2016 as voted by Koreans themselves is probably a list that this audience is going to think is a little bit unusual.
Yes, that is for sure. It's not what I would have expected.
The list, which is linked down below, you can see the entire 10 up till 1. I also flash it up on the screen right there so you can see it as well. I have some fairly strong opinions about this list, as I'm thinking you do as well.
Yes, though I don't know if it was actually voted. I think it was just the most viewed videos as per the YouTube algorithms.
Actually, according to the article, it is a list of K-pop MVs that are most loved or that received the most love from Korean people. First thing I noticed is that Koreans absolutely love Twice. Twice is their favorite K-pop group.
Well, Twice and G-Friend. They both had 2 on the list.
But Twice is ahead of G-Friend. I think Twice is definitely their favorite.
Yeah, it was number 1 and number 3.
The second thing that is very noticeable, I think, is that there are no K-pop boy bands at all in the top 10.
No, the only person that's actually in a K-pop boy band is Zico. It just blows my mind because there's so many great popular K-pop boy bands out there. And I know when I was working with kids who were almost at that preteen stage, they loved their K-pop boy bands and they had them all over their notebooks and they had the stickers and they had everything.
Part of the reason why this list is a little skewed, I think, is because it's K-pop MVs and not just K-pop groups or solo acts, and so they are judging upon each particular MV. And Twice's TT. No, Cheer Up is number 1 on the list. Very popular, got lots and lots of views. It crossed over 100 million views. But yeah, the 3 out of 10 places that are filled up with boys are single solo acts, and they are all ballads. Well,
Yeah.
Zico's is not a ballad, would you?
No, it's not a ballad. It's kind of almost a ballad, but it's more of just like a chill song. I don't know exactly how to describe it.
No, it has a good pace. We were listening to every music video on the list right before filming this. The other 2 boys, Max is the, oh my god, I don't know his name.
MC the Max.
MC
and
the Max. Let me just comment on that. His MV, he's walking through $1 million home. So it's a gorgeous setting. He's in one house, the girl's in another house. He's got a really good body, I think, is attractive for tweens and teens and most of the people that are watching this
Housewives.
in Korea. Housewives. He hits a note in the chorus that's just really strong and it makes the song and the video stand out. So I can see why they like it a lot, but I'm just still surprised that none of the K-pop boy bands are in this.
Yeah, none of them. At all.
None of them. At all.
One thing that I noticed was that a lot of these songs are from the beginning of the year. For example, Cheer Up is an older MV, but you also had 2 of the songs by women artists, Avicii and Yumi Rei, which were actually from the Descendants of the Sun soundtrack. Descendants of the Sun being a Korean drama, for those of you who aren't familiar with Korean dramas. One of the biggest dramas of the year, definitely became very popular, and they used a lot of the clips within the music video. So you get to watch the music video and re-see all your favorite scenes from the Korean drama. And by the way, if you actually watch dramas, you're singing along with the soundtrack, the music video it is, because it's so ingrained in your mind because they played the song so many times in the dramas.
That Yumi Rei song is killer.
It's amazing.
She's number 4 on the list. Personally, I always got the feeling that Yumi Rei and JK, Tiger JK, while we lived in Korea, were very underrated and not appreciated as amazing artists that they are. So I'm really happy that Yumi Rei is getting love this way. Some way anyway, she deserves it. Her and her husband, I just love those guys.
They're awesome. They're some of my favorites in Korean entertainment. I wasn't surprised that Russian Roulette actually made this list because their music video became so popular and it's so catchy, it gets into your head and it doesn't get out. But I was surprised with G-Friend because it's not a K-pop girl group that I usually think of at the top of my mind when I think of who's a popular K-pop girl group. I don't think of G-Friend, but then when I listen to the songs, I'm like, yeah, I know that song. And they do have that clean-cut schoolgirl, dream girl image, which is so prevalent in K-pop.
Well, I was thinking that last thought that you had just now, because we watched that music video where they have the roller skates on. It's just perfectly made. It's too perfect for my liking. And I don't want to say anything bad about any of these groups. They're all really good. That song is a good song, by the way. I was just trying to figure out in my mind while I was watching that song and MV, what is so attractive for a young Korean, most likely girl, there? I was just taken back to the pressure that they have on themselves when they get into middle school, and then by the time they get into high school when they're 16, and just how much they need to focus on their future, whereas here I feel like teenagers have time to explore who they are a little bit more, and that perfection or that pushing to be perfect or get into the best school is so ingrained and pounded into their mind that seeing a perfect music video fits perfectly with what they've been hearing all along from their mother and father and society. I can see a very strong parallel there, and this is why maybe they can relate with it more and teenagers in other parts of the world cannot. Or we just can't understand why it's so dang popular and the boys are not. Like, they're not even thinking about boys, they're just thinking about the test. Which is kind of unfortunate, but it's just, it's a fact there, I think.
I don't even know how to comment on that. She just kind of took me off into left field.
I just think over there they love their ballads to death. They're going to love them forever. People around the world love ballads. But they really love them.
They do really love ballads. I feel that there's something about K-pop over in Korea that it's just, you're so oversaturated by it. You're walking down the street, they're playing K-pop. You go into a coffee shop, they're playing K-pop. You go into a restaurant, they're playing K-pop. And I think that maybe for people in their 20s or something like that, a lot of those people who watch the internet maybe aren't turning to K-pop to watch. And those are the groups that I think would be more interested in K-pop boy bands.
I think K-pop being saturated on the streets is a dream come true for a lot of you. Hit the comment section. How surprised by this list are you?
Yes! Who are you totally shocked was not on this list, and who were you totally shocked was on this list?
Let us know and click the like button while you're down there. Thank you so much for supporting us. Click the bell for notifications, and don't forget to subscribe for more HallyuBack news. That's it. We're out of here. Hasta luego!
Bye!